Hello, I'm Whalley. Welcome to Lenscraft. Today we're looking at how to crop an image in Affinity Photo. I'll be using the crop tool which you can find in the tools palette on the left of the photo persona. If you open a regular image like a TIFF or a JPEG, you'll automatically be in the photo persona. But if you're opening a RAW file, it will open in the develop persona by default. If this happens, don't worry. The develop persona also has a crop tool and it works in the same way. Unfortunately, it's a destructive edit in the develop persona, so I recommend cropping in the photo persona where possible. Start by selecting the crop tool by clicking on the icon in the tools palette. But you can also press C on your keyboard. When the crop tool opens, it automatically displays a crop overlay over the image. I can then resize the overlay using the drag handles, or I can click and drag to draw an overlay on the image. This option is only available before you've resized the overlay. Once you've drawn or resized the crop, if you try to click and drag, it just repositions the crop area instead. If you want to reset the crop area, use the reset button in the toolbar. At the moment, the crop overlay shows a thirds grid following the rule of thirds. There are also other grids you can select from the drop down in the toolbar. Which to use is a personal preference and to some degree depends on the image you're trying to crop. The other thing you may notice is that my crop is unconstrained. This means I can change the height and width of the edges without any constraints. It doesn't keep the original aspect ratio of the image. I can change this using the mode drop down in the toolbar. Here I can select to keep the original aspect ratio of the image. I can also enter a custom ratio for the crop. Or I can select the resample option. When I select resample, the crop area maintains the original aspect ratio of the image. The cropped image will be resampled to make the same size as the original image. But if I want to make the crop larger or smaller than the original image, I can enter new values. Something else you may want to do when cropping an image is to level the horizon. You can do this in two ways. The first is by clicking outside of the crop area with your mouse and then dragging. This rotates the image around the center point. Alternatively, you can use the level tool, which you can open by clicking the straighten button. You can then click and drag along anything in your image that should be level. When you release the mouse, Affinity Photo rotates the image to level the line that you drew. Affinity Photo also includes a comprehensive set of presets. You can access these by clicking the cog icon in the toolbar. If you define your own custom settings, you can also use this to save them as a new preset. When you're happy with your crop, you can click the Apply button. Something else that you may not realise is that cropping in an Affinity Photo persona is non-destructive. After cropping, if you reopen the crop tool, you can click the Reveal option in the toolbar. This displays the rest of the image and you can then adjust the crop. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please share it with others and don't forget to look at the tutorial on my website. I'll include the details in the video information below. I'm Whalley, you've been watching Lenscraft. I'll see you soon for another video.